Just feels like in this market, the risk shorting is just risky. It's just an unnecessary risk when we know the action is about to be parabolically upwards. It's always better, in my opinion, for a bullish trader to be in sync with a bullish market and his own bullish bias than it is to be a bear. Because, guys, when you're longing the market and the price is going up, it compounds because the value of your assets that you're making the gains on are going up. Shorting, you can't short at 100%. You can only short 99.99%, whatever, because you can't go basically 100% because you'd be at zero, unless a coin does, in fact, go to zero. It has happened before. So the point is as you're shorting and the market's going down, yes, you're making multiplied gains on top of your money. But if you take 10 Bitcoin and you short, and the price of Bitcoin goes from 70,000 down to 10,000, you're making money on the short, true, but your value of your assets are going down. So that's why it's always better, in my opinion, to be bullish. You make way more money when you're bullish than when you're bearish. Of course, you want to be bullish when it's time to be bullish, and you want to be bearish when you want to be bearish, but you've got to know your internal bias. Like, that's what's important. And mine is definitely bullish. And I like that because it allows me, to do really well. My thing is sometimes I don't take the profits on the trades like I should have, and that hurts me sometimes. I'm trying to get better at all that stuff. The Ben Armstrong crypto channel is sponsored by Stake. You like digital tokens, right? You like being social, right? Then make your way over to Stake, a social casino where you purchase gold coins to use across their wide assortment of games. We have a link in the description and a QR code on the screen. So do me a favor, sign up with my link and tell Stake I said hello. Guys, we got a new tattoo. Look at this. You guys like the Bitcoin tattoo? What do you guys think about the Bitcoin tattoo? How can I? And let's take a quick look real quick at this here. We got gold with a major freaking retrace, which is good. That means Bitcoin's, that's good for Bitcoin. Here is the NASDAQ. Did it hit all-time highs? NASDAQ hit all-time highs? I think it did. This right here, I think is all-time high. It's above this. So NASDAQ just made a new all-time high. So how about that? Here's the DXY. DXY is cratering, which is great for Bitcoin. And then this is the total market dominance. You can see this is really, Bitcoin really is doing something now. And I think this was the peak. You know what's funny is, I said the Bitcoin dominance would peak out at 55%. That is what I said. It's still on an uptrend right now. So I don't want to, count my chickens before they hatch here. But the high here is 55.26%. That's pretty dang close. But we need this to go on a downtrend, and I'm not 100% sure it's going to. And the reason is because of this ETF news, obviously. Dominance, I think, may have peaked. But we do have the ETF that could be, obviously, making dominance go back up again if that occurs. I do not have a trade in right now because I am right now waiting for this fall. I do believe we are going to get it. The price that we're looking for, and I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm just not going to trade until it makes its mind up. For sure. This is the direction I'm leaning now. We got to get right there. This is where we need to bounce off of, this line. And the reason why this number is so important has nothing to do with the chart. The CME gap is on this level. That's what we're looking at. It's nothing to do with a fib, nothing to do with a support, nothing to do with a retrace. It only has to do with, this is where the CME gap is for Chicago Mercantile Exchange for their Bitcoin options. And then someone has said, we're looking at that level of the 39.6 because of the gap. But what about like a 38.8? I mean, this is the same kind of thing. Like, we're going to see a plunge down. Yeah. It should to fill that, maybe a little bit lower, wick down, and then rip right back up. That's what we both see. That's what a lot of people see that. Yeah. They almost always fill, but they almost always fill in the first week. It has not filled. With each week it goes without filling, it gets less likely it's going to fill. However, I would also argue as we hover at this level for so long, that would kind of negate that. If it were to go above 45, I think we bail on it. I think it's not going to happen if we go back above 45. So definitely something to watch.